Hey!
Hey guys!
Welcome to Story Times with Sheila.
Welcome to our channel, and today is
Story Times
as we
tell our folding.
And today is coming from Brian. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Brian Carter, and today I'm with my mom, and we're going to talk about all the crazy, eventful stories we've had with all of our house helps. So let's get into it.
So, guys, you better grab your coffee
and popcorn.
It is an evening that we have decided to spend it with you as we give you our dramatic life experience.
Hey,
with
house helps, all of them.
We are folding clothes now. It's because
we got tired.
We got tired of having them. Hey, where do we start now?
Let's start.
What experience can you remember? I want you to tell us.
Hi.
Auntie, which one was your best auntie?
My best auntie was Viola. And my worst auntie was Winnie.
So I'll start back then. I'd given this story in one of my videos, but I know most of you don't watch to the end, so you didn't realize. It's about one of the house helps that I had that gave me an experience that I'll never forget today. I have like three major house helps have really threatened my life.
Let's start with the ones that you haven't talked about.
Oh yeah, I'll start with the one. There's a good story at the end. The one I'm going to talk at the end is the one I had shared in my other story, and I know people didn't watch because you don't watch. You only watch the first 3 minutes. So one of my experiences with one that we stayed with for 2 weeks. I think most of the time we stayed with the house not more than 2 weeks because I've made over 50.
Yeah.
And it's not like our wish, guys. You just meet different people that you wonder, God, how did they
even wire them?
You become so good, and then the bad thing is I used to get houses who used to be like older than me, so they never had respect. Respect was zero, so I used to treat them like my sister, giving them everything, giving them the freedom, but they took it for granted, majority of them.
Mommy, but I remember there was this one called Naomi.
Oh, you're talking, that's the one I'm saying. We stayed with her for 2 weeks only. First week, I was still learning her. She was just a quiet lady, but she was huge.
Hey, that's not...
Yeah. You know, these are the people when you are sent from a bureau. I fear bureaus. So you don't even know how the person looks like. You never, and it's not like someone from home who can tell you, So, this lady came to our home. And since I was desperate, I had stayed without her help for some time. I said, let me try her. Oh, little did I know what the behavior she had. So the first week we were good. Second week when she went on her off day.
Hey.
So when she went to her off, the normal Sunday offs that we give them, she overstayed. She stayed until I think 9.
Yes.
So I wondered, this is her first time going, and she told me she doesn't know Nairobi. So hey, where could she be? I was worried. I started calling. When I called her, she started telling me Niko Lamu. You know, she didn't know Lami. I don't know Lamu. I didn't understand why she was saying Lamu. Maybe she was at a barracks because I live near a barracks. She had gotten a policeman who had taken her to drink. Then she was so drunk, she was scared of coming home. So she started telling me, Nicola, and I have my brother who is a cop. Now it was a way of just scaring me. And it's my brother who's escorting me home. So I was like, no problem, you just come. As long as you are safe. That's what I was wondering, because I know you don't know Nairobi. Hey, look at these people, they lie. They know Nairobi so well. So the lady came. She was so drunk. Then when she got in the house, she was scared of getting in. Then she saw their dad seated in the living room. And then she started attacking me immediately. She got in the house like, hey, you're going to give me my money. Nipatia pesa yangu naenda saa hizi. So somebody tell you to give them money at 9 o'clock at night, like all the money before they leave, or they are going. She wanted to beat me up.
Yeah.
Luckily their dad was around, so he actually took off and just chased her away, like, get out of the house. You can't sleep in my house when you are drunk. So the lady left. She went outside. I think she slept with the watchman, the watchman's house outside. So she was just telling people, oh, mama amenifukuza usiku. She didn't tell people her side of story that she was trying to beat me at night, to fight me at night. So that lady, the following day, we had to give her money and she left. So that was one of the reasons why I stopped. I'll never have a house help from a bureau.
Mommy, let's talk about Naomi. You remember her, the one that you bought for her the phone? Then she went and worked for Baba Joy, then got married.
Now, our story can last even a whole year. Now there's this particular one also. She was so nice, but even I always suspect that day that I had a serious food poisoning. That day I think she had done something on my food. I ate something she had cooked and I had serious stomach until I almost lost consciousness. And that was the same time she was laughing, like looking at me when I was vomiting. I don't know if you remember. I just suspected her. So kumbe the girl had gotten a boyfriend just behind our house. So when I used to live,
And the boyfriend she got, his wife had died, and he had 2 children.
so kumbe the guy used to come to my house whenever I left and being given nice food, tea, everything. The guy could just enjoy in my house while I was away, and the child was there. Can you imagine a baby watching all that? The drama we've had. Then what else? That one eventually had to leave, and actually she just moved to that guy's house. But what I understand, she never stayed for long. That guy was just a player, so she just used after I sent her away. The guy also chased her, so she had to go back to Shago.
And she started calling you saying, "No, you told everyone that I'm married. No, no, no."
Oh yeah, she used to call me asking me, why am I telling? And you see, she's already showing neighbors she's married. If you are coming from my house, then the following day you are coming from someone else's house. And then she used to tell Pat she's working there, but we knew she was not working there. So that was one of the dramas. Then another one was the one who stole my suitcase of clothes. So there's another one also. When that was the time I was just on my maternity leave. Then at the time she was young, below 3. So I added weight and I had to put most of my clothes away in a suitcase, all my work clothes. So I had stuck them somewhere in their room, in the extra shelves at their top. Now there's this time I decided, after some months, let me check my clothes. Maybe they are fitting, because now I was about to go back to work. Shock on me. Shock on me. So when I went to check my clothes, there was no suitcase. There was nothing. I had almost all my work clothes were there. And there were expensive clothes. One dress of 7,000. Someone stealing just like that without caring the price. Hey. So since I had changed houses there in between, I don't know who actually stole my suitcase. But I suspected it was that girl that was still in my house that same time. Because she came in the evening from her off day wearing one of my trousers. She thought I don't know my clothes. So I asked her, is this not my trouser you're wearing? She's like, no, I can't wear your clothes. Then I told her, and my suitcase is missing, and this trouser was one of the trousers that was in that suitcase. So where is my suitcase? She cried, swearing that she doesn't know. Even that morning, she had left with the whole suitcase and going for her off days. Guys, when your girls leave for Sunday off,
Hey,
don't just leave.
she can even take it out in a trash bag, mommy.
Yeah, by the way, they always carry even in a trash bag. So that suitcase was actually transported in the morning while I was still asleep, because they used to leave for their off day early, very early 6. So I'm like, amefunga tu mlango and they go. So when I noticed my suitcase was missing, I tried to interrogate her. She said she's not the one, and since I didn't have proof, seriously, what would I have done? That is how I lost a whole suitcase of clothes. Not small suitcase, a huge one. I think she got a border guy to come and carry for her. Hey, the drama is endless. I think the experience I've had.
Let me continue with the more.
No, the particular one the final one. But that was, the girl was not dramatic. It was just something that was for sickness.
But that's for the other video. But I do hear more.
No, there's so many brain I cannot remember all of them. No, you've had like 50 houses.
But by the time when Nancy left.
No, Nancy had her own. And Nancy was very nice. But she got pregnant, so that one she had to leave.
Oh, me thought you were just sick.
She didn't want to tell me that she was expectant. Then she was trying to get rid of the pregnancy in my house, so I decided instead of waiting for someone to die there, let her just go early enough. So I let her go. She was really nice, by the way. Then now, finally, grab your coffee and popcorns. Now, there's this. Now that is the climax of houses. Climax. Hey, that one. I still get shivers when I remember that. So there's this girl. That one, she came from obvious Ushago. Very innocent girl and nice with her work. She knew her work. You know, girls from Ushago, they really know their work very well. You don't need to supervise them a lot. So this girl, she was really good with the baby. Every time she used to carry, it was her. She was around less than a year, so the girl was taking care of her. Then there's this day I told her, don't get used to carrying the baby on your back all the time, because I need the baby to learn how to walk. There's something that was speaking in me. Maybe it was just trying to save my baby. So what happened that day? We had stayed the first week I stayed with her, because I always orient them for their work. The first week when the baby was young, because she had not gotten used to her, I had to stay with her in the house so that she gets used to the girl. Because you could cry when you leave her with someone new.
Mom.
So by the second week,
those clothes.
By the second week, she had already gotten used to the girl. So I left for work as usual. You need to start arranging in your closet. She had gotten used to the baby. So I left for work first day. Then when I go to work, obvious we like checking, asking like how is the baby during the day. I'm sure every mother does that. So when we called the girl, I called me to check whether the baby has been fed, how are they coping during the day. No one was answering the call. Hey, you know, being a first time mother then, and then when you go to work you don't even settle. So when she didn't pick a call, I just left immediately. Like, I dropped everything. Back home. I was just wondering, has she left the baby? What has happened? So I just came back to the house. Then from outside I could hear the baby crying. I wondered what's wrong. So I just opened the door. Immediately I saw someone because when I used to live in an apartment where when you open the main door as you enter, there's like a long corridor and then a kitchen door on your right. So she had actually fallen across that corridor, and the baby was on top of her crying and tapping her like, wake up. Okay, she could not talk, but she was just like, she was wondering what has happened because the girl was totally unconscious and there was some white stuff coming out of the foam coming out of her mouth. So I just rushed, grabbed the baby to check whether she was okay. And trying to feel the pulse, whether the girl is still breathing. She was still breathing but unconscious. I got so scared, I didn't know what to do. I never experienced such a thing. I started running outside trying to call people were not around. It was a working day. Then there was one of the neighbors who was now coming in. I called her, we came, checked her. They're like, no, she'll be okay. Then within minutes when we were still trying to figure out what is happening, she like jerked and woke up. Then she was just confused, like she didn't even know what has happened. Hey guys, the girl was epileptic and she never told us. So after some time I interrogated her. When she got better, because that thing I think it really affects them. After the incident, it's like she has some serious headaches. So she could tell me like, I'm having a serious. So I bought her those painkillers first. Then she had to take lots of water and rest. Then afterwards I started asking her, hey, kwani you're always sick? Ati hapana, ni leo tu. So I called my sister who knows the father back home. They asked the dad. Then it is something that always happened. Like even in a month she used to have like 2 incidents. Since I just stayed with her for 2 weeks, I didn't know. It was the first time in my house. Then it happened, and the worst part is she was actually warming food in the kitchen. So the gas was on, and I just thought, what if she would have fallen on the gas or even on the baby was still. I got so scared. I don't know. I didn't even want to go back to work again after that. I stayed for like another 2 weeks in the house. Even I got scared of getting another girl. Hey, my story girl with the girls, Nanny Chronicles. No wonder nowadays it's been a year without her help. We are just doing it. We are planning with my girl. She's now going to 11 years. She helps me with the work. We organize, we plan, we arrange clothes. Like now, we prepare dinner. We do everything together. Because no, not me again. With the house, whenever I need help, I just go for a day scholar. She comes, do the yes. She helps us with what we can't do it. Maybe when I'm busy. But the rest of the week, we cope. So guys, that was our little story. As we fall, so let's keep our clothes away.
So keep up with us, and yeah, we're going
tell them why they should subscribe.
Subscribe to us. You know, we
come
really
closer.
Hard. We work really hard for these videos.
Seriously, if you're watching
if you're watching this, please subscribe, like, and hit that notification button and view to the end. Bye.
Okay, bye.